ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set. Get you running. Get you running. First down, defense. Echo. 52. I'm here all day. 5-2 is the mic.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards. How about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Check 52's the mic. Check.
First down, Murray. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs.
They're not ready for this, man. No, they're ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
That's it. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He goes underneath to Drake. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down. You ready? Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Check. Nine.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Now, 180. You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this?
Now Carr. He sets up the screen to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, 734.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Murray now on 1st down. This to Jarwin, and he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
52.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
You don't want me. 45.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide right for Gold, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You're right at 8. We're good. 93. 93. That's it.
Now Carr. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
694.
From the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check back, check back.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Swift. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Three down.
Running, it's Drake. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Motion. Like 52.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. David Johnson here on the catch. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Target. New Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got?
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Watch the pass. Watch it go.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to Butler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
52's the mic, boys. 52. Bound to lose one.
What up? 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. It's just me and you.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He'll buy some time right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw his car. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check 45. Check 45 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Here's Jones, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, as time expires in the first half, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Bang, 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 bang. Raider 2. 90 is the mic. Watch one. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. What's up?
He finds his target. It's Evans. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Carr. He completes it to Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
637. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 9, Murray rolling to his right, and that is incomplete here. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45 the mic. Drop deep, drop deep.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the pass.
Echo.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Carr, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
3 down. Go. 61. Matchbox lights.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Carr going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll go again to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. It's a big, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Murray with a third and long. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he hits Drake. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Now Murray again. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
93. Hey, Delta. Run you over. I'm going to run you over.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Devin White in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. 45. Mike, 45. Here we go.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Bucs, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. What, like